What's up, fantasy football fans and Magnum Sports Network fans? My name is JT Magnum and welcome to Magnum Sports Rundown. We're going to talk injuries, fantasy football related basically. We're going to talk NFL injuries. I'm going to mention a few players. I'm going to mention some people that maybe you could possibly pick up in your free agent pool in case you need them or in case you're one of those deep leagues that everybody's hoarding players in. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, Doug Martin. Not too sure how long he's going to be out or if he's even going to be out. But I believe from what I'm hearing, he's going to be out again this week. So Bobby Rainey, of course, is a good pickup if somebody already hasn't picked him up, his replacement. And Bobby Rainey has proven to just, he's gotten over 100-yard games already. I think he almost had a 200-yard game almost last year. So pick up Bobby Rainey. There's other available running back options, and I'll discuss them in a second. But Vernon Davis is also hurt for the Niners, but he is said to be able to go. He's only got a bone bruise on his ankle. If he does not go, there's lots of viable tight end options to pick up. The backup for Vernon Davis, Vance McDonald, is also injured. So that's another weird thing, but the backup for them is Derek Carrier. So he had a really big catch in the game against the Bears last week. He's a pretty tough tight end, very, very fast tight end actually, and the Niners might utilize him. So if you're in one of those leagues where you can't pick up really that much in tight end and you have to pick up somebody's backup, then Derek Carrier is a good option. But I wouldn't suggest that because the Niners don't really prove to go to the young players that often. And there's other options like Travis Kelce from Kansas City. Owen Daniels is probably still available in most leagues in the free agent pool. Jared Cook might be available, and he's a great option this week against the Cowboys. Jordan Reed is also injured. He's got a hamstring injury. Niles Paul's his replacement. We talked about him on the show for start him and sit him. Don't think he's a good option this week, but Niles Paul's a viable pickup if you, like I said, you need a tight end. Deshaun Jackson's injured. Andre Roberts from the Redskins is a good second option at wide receiver if you need some help. They are playing the Eagles this week, so I really don't suggest taking Andre Roberts, but he is there and available. And there's also other like wide receiver options. There's Mohamed Sanu, there's Miles Austin, Jason Avant, who had a touchdown catch last week. Devin Hester on the Falcons is getting some throws his way due to Roddy White being a little bit banged up, and Julio Jones obviously playing through what's going on with him. Julio Jones obviously is the #1 receiver, but Devin Hester makes a nice compliment. So in case you need a receiver in like one of those 14-team leagues, something like that where players are just, they're all gone. And in big news, of course, Adrian Peterson is out. So Matt Asiata is also another option moving forward because Lord knows when Adrian Peterson's coming back. I'm not sure if he's even going to come back, at least until this whole legal process, all this other stuff gets taken care of. That's what the Vikings are saying. He is not to come back until all of his legal matters are through and over with, and who knows if he's even coming back. So I'm not sure how long that's going to be, but if you have Adrian Peterson, obviously you're losing pretty much an elite tier 1 fantasy football option. Try to pick up Matt Asiata. Pick him up as fast as you can because he is the replacement for now until they figure out who they're going to run it while Adrian Peterson is gone. So yeah, that's a big one there, and I feel sorry for a lot of the people that have AP. I was one of the people that almost drafted AP, but somebody drafted him before me. I ended up getting LaShawn McCoy, who's actually disappointing me because of Darren Sproles. So yeah. Let me see here. I talked about Deshaun Jackson. Lamar Miller and Knowshon Moreno is banged up. Knowshon Moreno is going to miss like 4 weeks. Lamar Miller is also banged up as well. He's questionable. Daniel Thomas is the backup, and Daniel Thomas is one of those guys that a couple years ago people were so high on him and drafting him up a little higher than, obviously now he's not even drafted, but he might be available if you need a running back for the week. He's available. Might be playing a lot with Lamar Miller being injured. He's questionable. Don't know if he's going to play or not. We'll find that out. Andre Ellington's been questionable, but he's been playing every week, and he's been playing well every week, so I don't really consider him to be really that high of an injury option. But if you need somebody, you're trying to look for a backup just in case he does get hurt, Jonathan Dwyer no longer is on the team. I don't know if you know, but he got hit with a domestic abuse case as well, and he's gone. So Stephon Taylor looks like to be the number 2 running back at the moment for the Cardinals. So we'll see how that works out. Mark Ingram is down. He's going to be out for a few, maybe a couple weeks or so, I believe. And Kyrie Robinson's a good pick. A lot of people are picking up Pierre Thomas, but they don't realize that the Saints run hard with Kyrie Robinson. He's almost like a bigger Mark Ingram, and I really like Kyrie Robinson a lot. Donald Brown is another good pickup. Ryan Matthews is out for about 4 weeks as well, maybe 4 to 6 weeks actually. And Donald Brown is a viable pickup. Danny Woodhead is going to be there. He's going to be getting a lot of touches, but he's mostly maybe a short little yardage scat kind of back where they use him in little situations to pass and stuff like that. But Donald Brown is more of your running back. So if you have one of those, like I said, deep leagues, again, pick up Donald Brown. Now here's an interesting situation. The Jacksonville Jaguars have tons of receivers hurt. They have like 4 wide receivers hurt. They have like 3 wide receivers healthy, and one of them is a practice pickup, like a practice player pickup. Marquise Lee is down. Allen Hurns is questionable. Cecil Shorts III is questionable as well. Both are game time decisions in Allen Hurns and Cecil Shorts. So Jacksonville has basically no receivers. They have a rookie. They have like Allen Robinson. They have like another player. I can't even mention them because you don't even know who they are. So what I'm saying is, don't worry about their receiving core. What I would worry about this week is getting the Colts defense. I mean, they are a must start at this point. With Jacksonville struggling to run the ball with Toby Gerhart, with Jacksonville not even having any receivers, pick up the Colts defense while you can. Start them. The Jaguars are already I think the top team to start a defense against already in the first 2 weeks. So pick up the Colts defense, even though the Colts defense is a tiny bit banged up as well. Pick them up, start them, get them on there as fast as you can, because you're going to get some points on defense, probably most likely from the Colts. All right, well that does it pretty much. Oh, Carson Palmer's down. I forgot. I'm sorry. Carson Palmer's down as well. Not sure yet if he's starting. If he doesn't start, Drew Stanton will be starting his place. I'm not telling you to pick up Drew Stanton, but what I will tell you is that there's lots of viable quarterbacks out there. Josh McCown is out there, Geno Smith, Jake Locker, Derek Carr, Chad Henne. Well, you don't want Chad Henne, but EJ Manuel, players like that. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Pick up somebody if you have to. Like if you have a Carson Palmer, but you don't have a good backup, or your backup's injured. Pick up one of those guys. Ryan Fitzpatrick I probably like a lot, especially this week going against the Giants. The Giants defense is just absolute horrible right now against the pass. So Fitzpatrick's definitely a good option if nobody has him in the league. Josh McCown's also another great option going against the Falcons defense, who obviously can't stop the pass as well. So there you have it. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you have any other injury concerns that I didn't touch on, please leave those in the comment section. I'll gladly get to them. Siggy will also get to them as he can, and we'll keep you posted as we go on. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned on Twitter. Watch us on Twitter at Optimus Magnum and at Siggy V. We retweet things. We tweet out who's injured, who's starting, who's playing, what's going on as we find out. So that's it for JT Magnum and Magnum Sports Rundown. We out. Peace.